Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Policies here. Welcome back to a brand new video. I just wanted to spend a few minutes talking about Rudy Giuliani. He's a Trump surrogate, and he was also a mayor of New York, and he claims all the time that he was the guy that made New York a safe place. He's the guy that really wiped out crime, and now he's saying that crime in New York is rampant because he's left, and he was the man that really made New York a great global city and the guy who made it safe. Well, first of all, that's not true. A lot of evidence has come out that New York was already quite safe and was already going through a stage of development and building safety and also hiring more cops way before Rudy Giuliani, the last mayor before him, which was a black guy who actually did that. But by the time Rudy Giuliani took power, the processes and procedures and laws that were already implemented by the mayor before just started to go through, and Rudy Giuliani kind of got credit for it under his watch. But really, Rudy Giuliani's never done much for New York. He's completely overhyped, and since he's been out of the spotlight, he's been able to jump on a Trump train and really get his name out there, saying the stupidest things possible to get credit. He's come out saying things really bad about Hillary Clinton, saying that her husband's a terrible guy and he's a rapist and stuff like that. Although Rudy Giuliani is not a good guy, and he's been married 3 times. And one of them was even his cousin. The guy's sick. He's cheated on his wife multiple times. He's just as bad, if not worse, than Bill Clinton. And at least Bill Clinton's mouth isn't as dirty as Rudy Giuliani's. You should watch his speech at the 2016 Republican convention. He was angry. He was mad. He was screaming. He wishes in his heart that he was Donald Trump. He wishes that he had that type of power and that type of stamina and that type of respect that Donald Trump has with his base. But really, nobody cares about Rudy Giuliani. Rudy Giuliani constantly lies to his teeth. He said that when Donald Trump's taxes came out, when he pretty much lost $1 billion in 1995, that Donald Trump was a genius. He used the word, quote, genius multiple times during on CNN, telling everybody that Donald Trump's a genius for using the tax policies the way he did to avoid paying taxes. You know, that's not a genius at all. All Trump did was give his taxes and give his income statements to a really smart accountant that pretty much did all that stuff for him and allowed him to avoid taxes. So Rudy Giuliani is just a straight up idiot. This guy marched in a parade with his mistress. He really had dreams of being president, but he never stood a chance because he's a blatant racist. He's a blatant liar. He doesn't give you any type of nonpartisan objective views on anything. He's totally pro-Trump. Regardless of the fact that Trump's going to lose on November 8th by a landslide, this is his way to get back out there. This is his way to show people that he's still somebody, that people still care about him. But it's just not the case. And, you know, this guy found his second wife when he was divorcing his first wife at a press conference. I mean, this... And he wants to lecture the Clintons about the importance of staying together. I mean, that is priceless. It really is, because Rudy Giuliani is just as bad and is just as nasty as any other politician. He lies about race. He lies about his record in New York. And he's totally behind Trump, and he'll back up anything Trump says. I mean, I got to give Paul Ryan, the Speaker of the House, a little bit of credit. And I got to give Mitt Romney and John Kasich from Ohio, who I don't like at all, but I got to give him some credit for standing up against Trump when Trump does something blatantly sexist, blatantly racist, or something completely stupid, like attack a Gold Star family or attack women and call them pigs or slobs. Or just today it came out that he said in 2005 that he wanted to grab some girl's pussy. We can expect Rudy Giuliani to come out there and defend Trump and say, oh, well, he didn't really mean that. And actually, it's out of context. Rudy Giuliani will do anything to stay on Trump's good side because he's hoping that if Trump wins, he will get a cabinet seat doing something. I have no idea what he wants to do because he doesn't really have any talents, doesn't have any skills, and he's not really respected too much in Republican circles, and the Democrats know that he's just a sick fuck. So Rudy Giuliani, after this campaign is over and after Donald Trump loses on November 8th, I hope we never have to hear from him again. He's a loudmouth. He's totally ignorant of what's going on in New York. He's ignorant of what's going on in politics. He's a complete sexist, a complete narcissist. anti-immigration, anti-Muslim, anti-everything but white people. We got to make sure Trump loses. You got to look at his surrogates, Rudy Giuliani, Chris Christie, and even his kids. I mean, we don't want these people running the country. Even if you're against Hillary Clinton and you don't think she's great, you think that, for some reason you think she's corrupt and you think she's the one to blame for Benghazi, although, she doesn't control the military. She's the Secretary of State. Her job's not to protect the embassy. But really look at, who's supporting Trump, who his surrogates are, and look into their backgrounds, because it's really, really, really disgusting.